Yo. I need to make sure this song is on my favorites list. Oh, this is the only song from the game they have. Okay. Ooh. That's a fun color palette. I pushed down. This window does not need to be this wide. It needs to be that wide, though. I think I might go grab myself a quick snack. Refresh the beverage. Oh, I don't have speed demos? Doesn't matter. I wanted to be Big Boy Mario anyways. Ooh, there's an alternate Arrow Ace colors. And agender colors. There's also Clocktoberfest, which I'm not sure what that means. Are there any new ships? No. What game am I thinking of that uses the William Tell overture? Can Google answer this question for me? Hold on, I got clickbaited. We'll get to that in a second. Which video games use the William Tell overture? Video game soundtracks wiki. Oh god. I should have realized this was a thing. Oh, this was exactly what I'm looking for. Holy crap. This is a list of video games that feature the William Tell Overture. Exactly what I was looking for. None of these are striking me as the thing I was thinking of. Didn't know that it was in Saints Row. Didn't realize it was in Saints Row the Third. And now I'm trying to remember if I've played Saints Row the Third. Now I have to look in my Steam library. Okay, I do have Saints Row the Third. Played for 31 hours. And I've got achievements unlocked. Hijack 50 vehicles Duke style. Just drop kick the windshield. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this means I've played Saints Row the Third, but I do not think that I've beaten it. Saints Row 4, on the other hand. I know I've beaten that one. Because I think, like, I entered some invincibility code in Saints Row 4, and then when I ended up coming back and loading my game, it still had the invincibility mode active, or at least still had the option to select it. So I just kept it on. Cheated my way through that one, because why the fuck not? If I wanted to play video games for a challenge, there's a number of those that are already out there. Alright, post-apocalyptic films and shows you haven't heard of. I can already tell this is wrong in a couple instances. Let's take a look at this list. Testament from 1983. Well, they're right. I haven't heard of that one. Fucking Tank Girl. No, I've heard of Tank Girl. Six String Samurai. Oh, post-apocalyptic. Not necessarily sci-fi or fantasy. Reign of Fire. Definitely heard of that one. Are you kidding me? Advertising for that was all over the place. Undead from 2003. City of Ember from 2008. Book of Eli from 2010. Oh yeah, no one's ever heard of that. Falling Skies. Dread from 2012? Oh yeah, no one's ever heard of that. Into the Badlands. Snowpiercer, give me a fucking break. Lots of people have heard of Snowpiercer. Director's cut of Little Shop of Horrors? Yeah, that doesn't count. That's why it's a bonus. Get clickbaited. So yeah, I will be right back. Right. So I think I figured it out. The game that I was thinking of that uses a version of the William Tell Overture. I was being reminded of this game when the version from Lone Ranger was playing a little while ago. I believe the game I was thinking of was Gokujo Parodius on the Super Famicom. Which I own a physical copy of. It's one of the handful of Japanese games that I actually decided to buy. Because modifying either the Super Nintendo console or modifying the cartridges is super easy. You just need to swap out the circuit board in the carts. So you get just like a regular SNES shell, you know, from a game that you don't like or that you don't play because you don't like. And you do need that special bit, a special like screwdriver to actually get into the thing, but those are readily available. It's not like this weird-ass proprietary screw holding this thing in place. Yeah, you just pop out the circuit board from the SNES game, pop out the circuit board from the Super Famicom game, and swap them. Let's put the SFC one into the SNES one. There you go. You can now play a Japanese Super Nintendo game. NES games are a bit harder to do that kind of thing with, because SNES and Super Famicom have the same number of pins in the carts, whereas Famicom and NES had different numbers of pins, so you would need one of those adapters. And if you can find, I've mentioned this in the past, but what I call the black box NES games, that very first run of first-party NES titles, I think like the Rob games are also in on that. But the defining thing about those is they've got 5 screws in the back, one in each corner and one in the middle. And you need to find one of those, and then you need to pick the thing up and see if it has some additional heft. And if it does, it's got one of those pin adapters in it. I've got like 3 pin adapters. I might have a 4th, but I think I've only got 3. So I've got Kokorone, Radius Senki, and well, those are the 2 that I mainly have. Mainly have those with the pin adapter. The 3rd one is a revolving door, depending on whatever I feel like playing. Got like Maze of Gallius. Oh, King Kong 2. There's a handful of others. I'd have to go out into the other room and actually check. Yo, what's up, Firebat? Happy squid slots. It's going on about physically modifying Super Famicom games and Famicom games to get them to run on American consoles. I never felt confident enough to take a Dremel to my Super Nintendo. I need to do the thing. I still got it in. Good fun, luck have. Thank you, dude. Same to you. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh shit, I'm actually Mario this time too, so it makes that appropriate. What the hell are the other Famicom games that I have? I already mentioned Kokorone, already mentioned Radius Senki. And those are the two that I have permanently in NES shells. Like, I'm not taking those out again. Those are staying in there. Put Scotch tape and Sharpie marker on them to label them. And they've got dust sleeves. Oh, it's fantastic. Why can't I think of the name of that one Famicom game that I've got? It's Dragon something. And it's the sequel to a game that was not very good. So it's like Dragon something 2. I keep thinking of the wrong titles. But yeah, I think King Kong 2 might be the game that I actually have in the shell right now. Yeah, 4364! Oh. Alright. Let's get some favorites put into Rainwave. But yeah, King Kong 2, Maze of Gallius. Dragon something too. Trying to remember if I have another one. But yeah, I don't have nearly as many Famicom games as I have Super Famicom games. Mostly because a lot of Super Famicom games are dirt cheap when compared to their American counterparts. Like Mother 2, Earthbound. Japanese version of that game is easily 10% of the price of even, like, the shittiest physical copy of Earthbound that's out there. Earthbound has been a $100 game, at the very least, for the longest goddamn time. I don't even think the price came down after the SNES Classic came out, which has Earthbound on it. But yeah, like, Illusion of Gaia is another good example of that, where the Japanese copy is just so much less expensive. a lot less. But then just some good old-fashioned Japanese games like Gundam Wing Endless Duel. Gundam Wing Endless Duel had to be in my physical collection at some point. It was one of the very first Japanese exclusive games that I ever played through emulation. Not because I was a huge, like, Gundam Wing fan, but because I had seen enough of the show to know who the characters were, and I thought it was cool that they had all those different Gundams. Pretty sure I ended up buying a physical copy of Mobile Fighter G Gundam. I don't remember if that game had a special subtitle or not, though. And that one is easily my favorite of the Gundam series. Like, hands down. It's the only one that I've seen every episode of, as well. I absolutely loved the Monster of the Week formula for the first season of the show. And then how they pivoted in the second season to a different threat. I enjoyed. I don't have it on DVD anymore, but I used to. Just the entirety of G Gundam. There wasn't, like, a whole lot of political intrigue in that show either, which, when I was a teenager, I did not have the patience for. Yeah, there aren't too many anime shows out there where I have seen every episode. I know there's episodes of Dragon Ball Z that I haven't seen. And that's probably the closest show in terms of number of episodes watched. Well, I mean, I guess I should phrase that differently, as far as percentage of the series that I have seen. Because, like, I was really into, like, Trigun and Outlaw Star at the time, but I have only seen mere fractions of those shows. Ooh, shit. Almost got the worst 27%. I guess I'm not counting Fooly Cooly, since that was only like 5 episodes. Kinda doesn't count. don't really know if I'd have the patience to try to sit through another big long anime series. I know I definitely don't have any on DVD, I don't think. I've got a couple other complete series collections on DVD that's pretty cool. Got, I've talked about in the past, I've got Rocko's Modern Life, the complete series, except for the new episodes where they tried to reboot it a couple years back. And people got all pissy about a cartoon character. I've also got the complete series of Batman Beyond. Need to sit down with that one of these days. Maybe see if it's got some neat bonus features. Also got a complete series, or it's either the complete series or like the majority of the series of this obscure cartoon from the 90s that I had never heard of when I was a kid, called Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. And the real reason I know about that show is because there was this YouTube video that was like, top cartoon themes from the 90s/80s or whatever. So, they play, like, the theme from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Thundercats. And then they get into more obscure shows that I hadn't heard of, like Jace and the Wheeled Warriors or Ring Raiders. I biffed the last two. I am so fucking mad. Oh, God, that sucks. Help. I'm getting bullied. Oh my God. Mario, please. What a fucking terrible fight. Back to trying to remember what Super Famicom games I have. Because that was a fun diversion. I know I've got a handful of RPGs. I already mentioned Illusion of Gaia. And Mother 2. I always get to make the joke. I've beaten Mother 2, but I haven't beaten Earthbound. Hell yeah, let's go. I've got Super Mario RPG. Got Chrono Trigger. And pretty sure I've got Final Fantasy VI. I think I've also got Secret of Mana. I don't know if I have Seiken Densetsu 3. I might. I'd have to check my backloggery, or I'd have to go out into the other room and actually look. I mean, it would track if I had Seiken Densetsu 3. Because, yeah, there was a stretch of time where I was just buying Japanese games. So I thought it was just the coolest thing. I could get those to play on my Super Nintendo. And all I had to do was just go to my local game store and get a whole bunch of shitty Super Nintendo games. I didn't want to get... Oh, of course, I've got a physical copy of The Fireman. That's right. Of course I have a physical copy of The Fireman. It's my Christmas Eve tradition, even though I've been playing it on emulator all this time. Maybe I could do that for, like, the 10th year. The 10th year in a row that I've played The Fireman on Christmas Eve. Oh, come on. Oh my god, I can't jump. Because I think I've been doing that for 8 years? This year would be the 9th. Speed! Oh my god, supers, please. Oh my god. Why, dude? Why is this slowly becoming a long play? But yeah, it was always funny when I'd go to the game store and, you know, I'd pick up like 2 or 3 Super Nintendo games for like $1 or $2 a piece. And, you know, the clerk would ask me, is like, you know, why are you getting this? It's like, oh, because I've got some Japanese Super Nintendo games, and I just need these games for the shell, and they're the cheapest games that you've got out here, so... At, like... Trying to remember how many college football games I ended up buying. But I always played those games at least once just to see, you know, what those games actually were before I fucking gutted them. Tossed the circuit board into an envelope. Come on, let me up. Never really had any thought to modding Japanese Game Boy games. I don't even know if you need to mod those. Mostly because I've never looked it up. I mean, by the time I was thinking about buying physical copies of Japanese games, I already had the soft-modded Wii that I'm playing this on right now. Like, I've had this Wii for an extremely long time. Maybe not extremely, but significant amount of time. Trying to think if I started streaming before or after I got the soft-modded Wii. Have to check, like, some of my oldest YouTube videos on that. Because my very, very first live stream is a video that got deleted by either YouTube or Twitch ages ago. Probably Twitch, and I hadn't transferred it over to YouTube yet, because I thought Twitch was going to host my streams, my stream VODs forever, basically. But then at some point they changed that for non-partners. And I saw that cheeky powerbomb drop. But yeah, surprise, surprise, it was a playthrough of Super Metroid. The earliest stream VODs that I have on YouTube, I think it's my playthrough of Mega Man 2. I had a playthrough of Mega Man 2, and then I had a playthrough of the first half of James Bond 007 on Game Boy. The second half of that game is where it starts becoming more challenging. first half of the game is definitely more focused on gathering clues and solving in-game puzzles. And gambling. Have to actually win multiple hands of Baccarat. And I don't know how to play Baccarat, so I just kind of had to guess, make things up as I was going. Otherwise, a big chunk of that first half is it's like a big old fetch quest. This person in town wants this item, and he will give it to you for this item. In the second half of the game, they actually start giving the enemies guns. Probably consider it to be the second best James Bond video game that I've played, at least. Because, well, can't really compare it with GoldenEye, even though they're both James Bond games. I don't know if I'd call James Bond 007 a hidden gem on the Game Boy, because I don't know how hidden it is. I mean, I had it, but I was a big James Bond fan when I was a kid. And then, you know, the Daniel Craig movies happened. And I'm sorry, that's that's not my James Bond. I'm okay with those movies being campy and over the top and funny. That's the ceiling. I fucked up that approach as well. Like, I could watch those Roger Moore James Bond movies all day. Those are some of my favorites. And then, since Pierce Brosnan was the James Bond when I was a kid, and a teenager and all that, I like the movies that he's done. Tomorrow Never Dies is one of my favorite James Bond movies out of all of them. But enough about that. Although I guess it was back in those like late 90s, early 2000s. Would have been the first time that I heard the rumors that there was someone trying to get a Super Metroid, or at least a Metroid movie made. And obviously it hasn't happened, but it's all the way back then when I heard that someone was trying to put something together. Nowadays, you're better off just watching, like, fan-made stuff from, like, Blender or something. Shit. That's a new one. I don't have Power Bomb. Oh, baby. New Ghostbusters 2. One of the most difficult games to find during my time looking on sites like Amazon and eBay. Everyone just thinks that you mean a new in-box copy of the shit Ghostbusters 2 on NES. Instead of either the PAL or the Japanese version of HAL's New Ghostbusters 2. The same HAL that would later go on to make the Kirby games. And every time I bring this game up, I also gotta mention that in America, we did get the Game Boy Ghostbusters 2, which is very, very much like very much like New Ghostbusters 2. I think it was also, well, had to have also been made by HAL, because they basically used the same sprites, just without as complex coloring as you would get on the NES. Everybody's just black, white, and gray. And I don't think you get to select Rick Moranis' character in that one. Yeah, he is very dead. I'm not going to get any power bombs. I'm gonna be sitting here farming for 5 fucking minutes. Okay, I got one from the Goopy Boys. I need one more. And I know these stupid things drop them. I need one more. There we go. Yeah, I was sitting crouched in the corner for too long. Good opening volley. Oh no. Please stop swooping. Stop it. No, my god. Swoop Master 9000. Oh yeah, of course. One of the other Super Famicom games that I had somehow forgotten about, I guess I just kind of took it for granted, is Gokujo Parodius. I think that was the first Super Famicom game that I got. But I'm pretty sure the only reason I really stopped getting Japanese games was because I had a physical copy of everything I wanted at the time. And I still say that my experience of playing Mother 2 ended up being so much better than if I would have just played Earthbound. Because, I mean, I've seen pretty much all of Earthbound, because, you know, I've watched people do speed runs, I've watched people do challenge runs, I've watched long plays, and I used to own the game as a kid. So, like, I knew what was going on in the story of Mother 2, just because, again, from having seen Earthbound get played as much as I had at that point. But I also had to physically take notes. Because, well, I can't read Japanese, and I didn't remember what, like, the combat menu, or the pause menu, inventory, anything like that. I didn't remember what all of that stuff, or, like, the status screen as well. I didn't know what all of that stuff was. So, you know, I'd have to load up a video, and I'd have to take notes about what's where and what does what. And you don't get that kind of additional experience with the game if all you're doing is playing it in your native language. So it can be seen as a little bit of extra work or a little bit of extra investment. And then you've got Japanese games like Gundam Wing Endless Duel, and I'm trying to remember if there's actually any Japanese text in that game. I guess, like, what the fighters say to each other after the fight. That, like, little bit of flavor text that your character gets in those fighting games. I guess that was in Japanese, but that's like it. Pretty sure the options menu's in English. Oh yeah. Nice drops. Fucking hell. Superstar. I need to play the Earthbound Zero hack. Pretty sure I've got it on the Wii here. And that was just a ROM hack that was made by Starman.net that just, like, turned down the frequency of random encounters in Mother 1. And probably, like, decrease the difficulty a little bit. I mean, I can see the difficulty being decreased just by decreasing the frequency of random encounters, so maybe that's all they did. I don't know. At some point in the past, I convinced myself that I really wanted to play through all 3 of those games on stream. Yo, didn't see this on my request line. Oh, that's the name of that Famicom game I was thinking of, is Dragon Buster 2. You're dead now. Get back here. Yeah, Dragon Buster 2. That's right. And maybe I just never got deep enough into Dragon Buster 1 in order to see how fun it really was, but at the same time, I remember giving it multiple chances. And its gameplay is presented in a different style than Dragon Buster 2. Dragon Buster 2 is mostly like a top-down dungeon crawler with an overworld you can walk around on to select which dungeon you want to crawl into. Whereas Dragon Buster 1, I think, was more of like a traditional hack and slash platformer. But I remember something not feeling right about it. Either that or I just was like, no, I like Dragon Buster 2 that much more. Also, there's a ROM hack of Dragon Buster 2 where you get to play as Pichu. Harkening back to one of my early favorites in ROM hacking, which was Super Mario Bros. 2 with Pokemon sprites. Oh, there's Firebat taken first with a 4804. GG. Oh boy. This has not been a good run. Finally. I think I'm a little bit too far off to the right. Nope. And if I do that properly, I shouldn't even have to press left. I should just start right away pressing down, because I've got a couple toes on that elevator. I'm on it enough. Yo, what's up, real work? Does you does or does you don't take a couple toes? Oh boy. That slogan could totally be misinterpreted. Where are my super drops? Real work slogans has Danish written all over it. Okay. That was weird. Whatever, we're good on ammo. Tiny Mario with slightly enlarged head. I think the baby Metroid blocked my first shot. Making Dikembe Mutombo here. Not in my house! Speaking of which, I need to see if those Old Spice games from 2011 featuring Dikembe Mutombo are still a thing somewhere on the internet. I'm trying to remember how many games they ended up making. Like either 4 or 5. They were pretty fun. Good snipe. Also a good snipe. Then I was just being stupid. But yeah, this has not been a good run. Boing. Yeah, like, I got in like 3 extra hits there. Did I turn screw attack back on? I did. Why do I have Isolated Warrior listed as beaten on Backloggery? That is not correct even a little bit. Maybe it's just because I'm fucking done with that game. I never want to play it again. No, here's the deal with Isolated Warrior. Just a second. 5726. Okay, I can still cut the 1. The deal with Isolated Warrior, it's a really interesting take on a shmup, given that it's isometric and it's largely a dude with a gun just wandering around, just endlessly walking forward, and you can make him jump over pits and other such obstacles. But it's like the third or fourth or fifth, I think it's either the third or the fourth boss in the game, has just a ridiculous amount of health. And it takes so fucking long to beat one boss. The only other game I can think of like that just, for whatever reason, has a boss with way too much health is Time Lord on the NES. Which is a fucking shame, because Time Lord could be a really, really cool hidden gem for the NES. But then you get to the Wild West level, and the boss takes so fucking long to kill that you run out of time. You have some manner of time limit on your adventure. And it's like, it takes so fucking long to beat him, and you almost can't do it within the time limit. It's like the fight takes so long, the Wild West is no longer wild. I didn't pre-type that done. 5942. GG. Hey, Dark Zoa, thank you. Kill the frames! Alright, let's catch up with chat. I'm trying to think, that boss in Time Lord is so messed up, because in addition to the fact that the way the timer works in Time Lord is very strange. Because, like, it shows down in the HUD, like, days and months and years just going by during this fight. So, like, in-game, the fight takes years. In real life, it only feels like it. Got a lot of cutting one. Man. Race recorded, channel will be cleared. Thanks for race. Smiley face. Go ahead and pop out of there. Still got in and out of LN in under 7 minutes. Not so much in Turian. Always 21 power bombs. Damn, I have 132 NES games. And 133 SNES games. Hot damn. Force! Just scrolling through my NES backlog. Just like, oh yeah, I do own that game. Oh yeah, I own that game. Not sure why I own some of these. I guess just to do it. And some of those games I know I bought real early on in my time of owning an NES again. Perfect Crocomire. Heal the world! Alright. Let's give this another shot. Full screen this window for right now. Give me a new tab. Just have to remember how to spell. There we go. And go to startropics.com and load up the map of this stupid cave that I'm stuck in. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Now let's just reset. Now that I remember how to play this. Not great. There we go. Alright, then these abominations. Oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah, kill me now. I had those guys stuck in a bad spot. Nice, dude. I can't get through this fucking opening room without taking damage. I don't have shit. Ah, we got him again. Right. I'm at least a little bit ahead of him. Doesn't matter. Still gonna end up dead. Okay. And lights out. This is why I've been needing the map. Okay, so then we need to go over here. Up here. There we go. God, man. And the shame is, I'm just gonna end up fucking dead. Unless this is some kind of health item, and it is. So, I'm gonna drink that now. Half tempted to put down a save state. I don't need the lights on. Let's scroll this up a little bit. Okay. I can just leave. I can just leave. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm starting to get extremely impatient. And that's not good for me in that game. let me play a game that's less punishing to be impatient in. Oh, wow. This is my first playthrough. I still have a save file for it. I guess we'll just start a new game and play around for 10-20 minutes. Slimes! Play dead! It didn't work! Okay, if he's going after those ones, I'll go after these. There's a stunning number of NES games that made their way to America that I would gladly do away with if it means we could have just gotten this game back in '91. This is Chronicle of the Radio War, also known as Radio Senki. I've got 2 full playthroughs of this game on stream, and it is one of my favorite Japanese games, period. Teamwork is job one. Trying to figure out a way to use the double L or the IL or LI. My name is Silly. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It's the only NES game I can think of, well, the only NES RPG I can think of that has that kind of active time battle system. Hey, baby. Go ahead and sleep on that bed. Alright, but first... get out of there. Alright, let's throw myself onto this bed. Mina's been kidnapped by bandits. I mean, I know I've got Rainwave going, but this game does have good music as well. I don't have any money, so I can't buy stuff. And now we get to start looking out for random encounters. Hopefully show off battle system yet again. Oh, here we go. What's our plan? Play dead. Quick, play dead! It worked! But that's what you do in this game instead of running away, is you play dead. I'm going to attack freely. Fucker hit me. Get back! Get back! Oh, Dars just leveled up. I just leveled up. Da-da-da-da! Trophy meat! Trophy meat is the best thing in the world. Because you get so much of it from fighting these little battles. You know, the monster battles. You don't get trophy meat from fighting humans. But from fighting the little monsters like these guys, oh yeah. And you can just, like, pause during the fight and eat as many healing items as you want. Like, yeah, you just hit A. You can use medicine, you can use your prizes, use items. Tell your partner / partners to cast spells. You can order one person around the map. You can manage your inventory. Call everybody from the group together to a single spot. Da-da-da! Trophy meat. It's the bandits. I'm gonna kick your ass. Uh-oh, it's a little guy with a giant feather sticking out of his head. But wait. Mina's just hanging out. She didn't get kidnapped. Get out of here. It takes us right back to town. Still don't have any money. Take this to Nyuta. Then come back. A rusty sword. I think that's the blacksmith here in town. I think is in here. Nope. Tool shop. There might be a house that has a sign with a sword above the door, like this. Good to know. Okay. So it's not the blacksmith. The weapon shop. She looks happy. I'm wondering, because I don't remember and I don't have the walkthrough open, if Nyuta is in fact the next town. Nope, it's this guy. This guy is just swinging those hips, man. Gee, thanks, Mina. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go around your house and see if there's anything I can steal. Do I have to press the button? Thought I just had to walk up to something. Nice day for night filter here. Dang. Also dang. Oh shit. Shooting star landed in the mountains. It's not actually a shooting star, it's it's from the opening cutscene. Which way do I need to go? I think I need to go this way. Actually, before I go much further, I want to check something. On my YouTube channel. So I thought I had a playlist that was just my 2 playthroughs of this. And I do. Okay, so both times it took me five sessions to get through the game. I was just bringing this up just to give me an idea of how long this game is in terms of time. I would say if you're gonna try to play it in one session, it's between like 8 and 10 hours. So it's not a gigantic game by any means. Trophy meat. I did. We did it. You obviously don't get any trophies or experience for playing dead. But sometimes it's just what you gotta do. The one thing I don't like about this game is the magic. Because none of the magic spells have descriptive names. So you don't know what the spell does until you try it out. I can just use their beds. Yeah, like any bed. Any bed is the save point. So I like that. Not that way. Oh, no. Let's get him. Just stay down there, Darius. Just stay down there. You've got this. Not sure where you're shooting. Light him up. Light him up, boys. Darius leveled up again. I leveled up again. Trophy meat. But yeah, this is one of the Famicom games that I bought and put into an NES cartridge, and I am never taking it back out. Got him his own pin adapter and everything, just like Kokorone. Art. And enemies do attack in this game. A lot of monsters don't shoot projectiles, and they can only hit you when you're like standing like right next to them. Later on, there will be enemy wizards, and oh shit, it's an airship! Someone's still inside! It's a girl. She's not hurt. Now we just warp back here. She looks like a princess from some distant country. Surprise! She's a princess from some distant country. First, go to Zenobia in the Northwest. It's not a made-up fantasy name at all. Yo, we got a race channel. Let's get me in there. Obtained 500 gil. I want to go to that weapon shop. Let's see if they got a fancy sword for me. What gear do I actually have? I already have a short sword and cloth armor. I could buy hide armor, I guess. I think I might just blow it all on health items, actually. Actually. Travel bell. Let's get 4 revives. We need to go to the northwest. I don't think we can just go northwest from the forest that we initially came from over here. I think that path to the north opens up at some point, like real late into the game. Yeah. And I didn't think there was a way to go over here. I think that just kind of ends, yeah. So we have to go up the mountain again. You do have to go through the same areas frequently. I should probably get this wrapped up pretty soon. Oh, cutscene? Tiny Man. Farewell gift. Oh, it's that sword. Bye now. Alright, so I've got a badass new sword. Need to equip it. Guess I had to unequip the other one first. I have a wrap stat. I don't know what that's supposed to stand for, but I've got a wrap stat. Means I can flow like Twista. He wasn't even aiming at that guy. They dead? I love the victory fanfare and the victory pose with the sword over his head after you play dead. Celebrating, evading the fight. God damn it, Darius, how'd you end up in my way again? Definitely doing more damage with the new steel sword. But yeah, you end up getting a full party of 4 characters. I think Darius ends up getting swapped out for a different character, which I think might be his sister. Oh man, this encounter rate. Haha. Oh. Ugh. It's just gotta take forever to get over here. Because this enemy hasn't gotten off of this side of the screen yet. Smack him into the middle. There we go. Oh my god. Alright. Fight freely. Then I get down here. Use as many healing items as I feel like during the battle. Trying to think if pretty much every other character except for the main character gets to use magic. You get one other sword fighter, and pretty sure the 3 or 4 other characters that you run into all use some kind of projectiles. We've already run into Baru, who's the leader of the bandits, that little guy with the feather in his head. And he throws, like, a boomerang. Only it doesn't come back. Darius, just fucking hit him. Come on, man. There's spooky caves. Ooh. Can't really do much when these dumb enemies fly through the walls like this. Trophy meat. Oh my god. I can't get off this screen. No, Doris, stay down there, you dumb son of a bitch. I can't hit him. Get out of my way, you dummy. Yeah, you can't walk through your party members, so that can be a bit of a hassle. Yeah, and there's no, like, action button to, like, search dressers or to search treasure chests. You just walk up to it and walk into it. Darius immediately tries to run. Like, nah, man, not doing that crap again. The encounter rate can be pretty ridiculous. Now, I got a scroll. I want to use the scroll on Darius, and that teaches him a spell. I don't know what the spell does. Right down next to the guy, and then... Oh, we can't use it, because the number next to the name of the spell is how many uses of the spell you have. A very Final Fantasy I system there. I don't know if that system is better or worse than magic points, where instead of having a pool of magic points, you have a number of uses of a certain spell. mashed my way through that shit without seeing what I picked up. There's holes. I mean, if the enemies are gonna show up right on top of us here, why can't we just stay in the middle of the room instead of warping the camera down to the bottom right? Trophy meat. I got into another encounter after one step. Should have played dead. Guard Forest. Damn it. Oh my god. Oh, this is a good spot. These are Hyupos, if I'm remembering right. And I think one of the next cutscenes shows the fact that these guys are sad that people are cutting down the forest. So they're turning themselves into trees to save the forest. And then we end up doing something about it. But look at these little guys. I forgot there was like this many of them in this spot. Yo, Tillamorph in the race. This is what happens when I try to go into town. So instead, I'm just gonna play dead. No, I said I'm gonna play dead. They must have heard my victory music and came back. So I'm just gonna hang out with the Hyupos. Landed right on my ROM for the DVD screensaver. Alright, who was I thinking about using for the late race? I think I was gonna use Mega Man. Mega Man X. There he is. I think I need to put more requests into Rainwave. I do. Ooh. That one song from NES Pictionary. Hell yeah. But yeah, Chronicle of the Radio War, Radius Senki, fantastic game. Definitely recommend it. If you're looking for an NES RPG that's anywhere from like 8 to 10 hours long, it's definitely doable to beat the game in one sitting. But I definitely recommend taking a break somewhere in there. Okay, so what's that website? rpgclassics.com. Yep, rpgclassics.com is the website I go to for the walkthrough of Radius Senki. Oh, they actually have it listed as Chronicle of the Radio War. Okay. The beginning. So yeah, we didn't even make it out of the first part of the walkthrough. Walkthrough is 11 parts. And the 11th part is literally just getting to the final boss. Okay. Good old RPGclassics.com. Website has not changed in 18 years. Anyways, I will be right back. All right. Let's actually get ready first. Have fun. Fun, have luck, good. Thank you, Firebat. Same to you. 3, 2, 1, go! It's a little bit of a stutter there. Should be fine. Magenta Mega Man. Magenta Man X. Yeah, the big gulp doesn't really work with Mega Man. Good, I've got some Mega Man music coming up next. Maybe some unofficial Mega Man music coming up next. Ah. Or in 374. Oh man, that was close. Closer than it had any right to be. Ugh. Rolling shield. It's still one of the best morph balls. All of the custom sprites. know, this is technically supposed to be Mega Man X, and I'm pretty sure Met Tools were just a Mega Man enemy, not in X. They might have been in Mega Man Zero. I don't know too much about that series. I remember really liking Mega Man Zero 4 because it had a difficulty setting. So I could actually beat it. But then I got the Mega Man Zero collection on DS. And in the game mode where you play through all of the games, like, I think one right after another, there's a difficulty mode for that, or a difficulty setting for that. But I think if you wanted to play the games individually, then there wasn't a difficulty setting, or something. It's been... it's obviously been too long for me to remember clearly. Bombay. Whatever, good enough. Not even gonna bother. Shoot. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah. Oh my god, Rainwave still has the wrong thumbnail for Contra Force. They just have the cover for Contra instead. Photon missile. is confused about how to wall jump in this game. He knows how to do it in his own, and that's it. Chameleon Sting! With that S in my gun right now. Wah. Not sure why I took the time to kill all those crabs, but you know what? They're not going to do anything about it. I feel right at home here. How magenta I am. Kraid must also be a magenta enthusiast. Got him. Actually managed to get those little baby jumps instead of accidentally shooting him in the chin twice. That shadow armor. Ooh. Appropriate name. Oh yeah. I need to check my other Wii. The one, well, because my other one has a more up-to-date version of the homebrew files and all of that. Aw, man. Already got a forfeit. Dies of Phantoon. Dang. But I need to see if there's an MSX emulator for the Wii. And then I need to see how easy it is to use. Because if for some stupid reason I need a keyboard to play it, then I should probably just, like, get Blue MSX or something. Just on the computer here. Because I do kind of want to play Penguin Adventure again. That game's a lot of fun. But what's really going to happen between now and next week is I'm probably just going to end up playing massive amounts of Fallout 4 and Skyrim again, as usual. Just because they're games that allow me to turn my brain off. More so Skyrim than Fallout 4, but that's because Skyrim is not a very hard game, under the best of circumstances. Cool. I wanted to get that super, but I also wanted to wall jump off of that little vertical section there. Shame Mega Man doesn't know how to wall jump, and shame X doesn't know how to wall jump outside of one of his own damn games. Beat that shit into his head. Dash upgrade! Press A to dash. No, actually, it's press and hold B, dummy. Dude, I just can't shoot at the right time in that room tonight. Much better farming than in the 9. I think that was one of the big contributing factors to me not having a very good run last time, was most of my farming was really, really bad. Photon missile. Give me my W. Wave burner. Didn't jump. Hashtag should have jumped. Oh yeah, I did also, going way back to topic from earlier when I was talking about the Japanese games that I bought. I had kind of forgotten that I've bought a couple of Japanese N64 games as well. At least 2. Now that I think about it, probably 4. Because I'm pretty sure that I have Virtual Pro Wrestling 1 and 2. I also have... I know I have Harvest Moon 64. And the funny thing about that is, like, it was maybe a day or two after I either ordered Harvest Moon 64 from Japan, or it was after I received it. I go to the local used game store, and I see an English copy. I see an NTSC copy of Harvest Moon 64 for like $40. So I picked it up, It's like, hell yeah, now I have Harvest Moon 64 twice. I have fond memories of watching Mr. Weebles do an all photos speed run that took like an entire day. And I remember he discovered that if you use the bathroom in the game, it increases your player's happiness by a single point. And that you can hit one of your cows with a hammer to underflow the animal's happiness. It's a very silly speed run, and I'm pretty sure the run has gotten a lot shorter since then, but I don't know by how much. Thank you, jump button. Please take the knife out of my back. The other Japanese N64 game I have, I think, is Chameleon Twist 2. And the reason I got the Japanese version instead of the American version for that game is strictly because of the character models. In the Japanese version, the characters are incredibly simplistic and cartoony, not even trying to look like a chameleon or, in fact, any kind of actual lizard. It's got big circular heads and long lizard tongues that shoot out. Which I thought they all looked like that in Chameleon Twist 1, and then in Chameleon Twist 2 they decided to change up the look. I'm not sure on that, though. I just know I like the silly little character models more than whatever the American version gave us. I think that's it as far as Japanese N64 games. That's way too early. I need to just do a big boy shot. Modding Japanese N64 carts is, it might be pretty much just as easy as modding Super Nintendo carts. I remember it's a thing with the back half of the cartridge is a different shape. So I remember that being the thing where you had to take the back plate off And then you had to have another N64 game, take the back plate off of that, and then put that on the Japanese cart, and it would insert into the system just fine. But like in the NES, you had to basically take out the whole circuit board and get the pin adapter. Super Nintendo, you had to take the whole circuit board out. No, I need to go over this way, dummy. With N64, you get to at least keep the front half of the cart. So you get to still have the Japanese sticker, Japanese artwork on the front of the cartridge, which is nice. Can't really think of many more, if any more, Japanese games that I own physically. I'll probably put a list on my Discord for those who give a shit. So. Kaboom! Hello, Spark, thank you. That's the ceiling, buddy. In the hand. Oh, that might have been too big of a drink. Fine. It's gonna have to last me until Lower Norfair. Jump too high. Icarus armor! Hell yeah, I'm Crash Man. With a green face. Either that or I'm using one of the items. Item 1 or Item 2 or Item 3. Or I've got one of the rush items equipped. Although I don't have a jetpack and I don't have big garish shoulder pads, so... more likely I'm just using one of the items from Mega Man 2. Or I'm Crash Man. It could also be Canadian Mega Man. Mega Man XA. That's not funny. Ah, yes. The the questionable TMNT game on Game Boy. Speaking about games with curious character design choices, I mean, I guess they were trying to make the turtles look like they did in the cartoons? But yeah, the sprite animation in TMNT 2 Game Boy is just... It's not as good as Follow the Foot Clan, and TMNT 3 Game Boy easily has better sprites than the first two. Plus, it's a Metroidvania. I just wish it wouldn't have been a Game Boy game, you know? But yeah, that's another one where I need to just have a walkthrough open or a let's play and just work my way through that game. 'Cause it's a cool one. Ooh, got him. Hey, I don't need to farm power bombs this time, thank God. Farming power bombs from these little bugs coming up is fucking awful. Unless you're trying to farm for super missiles. You can always find power bombs when you're looking for super missiles. That's an up input, huh? Oh my god, please stop. Alright. Rolling cutter. Nope, Mega Man, get up there, you son of a bitch! I think the X games would have been a lot less challenging if they would have had a space jump. Having to do all these crazy ass jumps and mid-air flame dashes and all of this. Just give me a continuous jump. Nope. Okay, it wouldn't have activated anyways, but still. Got scared. Good jump, dummy. Let's go! So yeah, hopefully I can remember that timing for trying to farm the drops off of the bombs that he spits out. Uh, cool story, X. Fucking idiot. You dead? Oh, hey, he's dead. Oh no! No, dude. Soft locked MV1. Oh, dude, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Ow. I didn't have power bombs equipped. Bad jump. Very blue save room. Oh yeah. Treasure Master. What a wild game this was. I'm trying to remember. I think somebody actually did win whatever contest it was that they held around Treasure Master. I'd have to start doing research to find out if someone actually did win that prize. 'Cause yeah, I don't remember if it was MTV or someone held like some kind of high score and completion or like special completion challenge for Treasure Master. Game's got a lot of goofy glitches as well. I'd kind of like to know how to do the glitches more than anything else. Especially since I think there's an invincibility glitch. I don't know if it's persistent, like, through levels, like, across levels, I guess, but still, that'd be kind of neat. Alright. Definitely got here faster this time. Okay. Almost got me again. 'Cause for whatever reason, X wanted to try to shoot diagonally. He can't do that in his game. No, god damn it. Caught up on the top of this stupid machine. I told you to hold that ketchup, you bitch. Ha 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 ha. That's what you fucking get. And I canceled a wiggle. Dude, I love I love the ketchup cancel. Oh, come on, baby, you should be dead. Mud and onions. $55.36 as a dot time. So this is going to be kind of a high 57. After getting the 58s last week. Now I'm dancing around 58 on either side. Hello? I didn't know you could do a bomb spread with Hyper Beam like that. Hell yeah, I made it through. Oh yeah. Get me off this rock. 57.46. I'll capitalize those G's. Hell yeah. That feels so much better than the 59 I got earlier. Save the kills and kill the frames. I think you have to aim down, turn, press down on last turn frame while holding shot. Yeah, I was... Sounds about right what I was doing. Oh god. So there were 4 people on race time that all died? Jesus. Can I get points from race time on SRL? It'd really help me out. It was called Messy Spike Suit. Appropriate. Race will be record. Dang, dude. It's because everybody's trying to speedrun during a race. Oh, hey. I'm actually able to get onto the beta version of the Various site. Seems like I haven't been able to do this in a long time. I was just getting curious to see if there was anything new on here that hadn't made it over yet to the other version of the site. Everything looks the same. Race recorded. Oh my god, I gained 12 points. My biggest gain ever. Air Force! That might be a bit of an exaggeration. I think I've gained more than 12 points at once before. But that begs the question. Okay, I'm still gonna be like 31, 32. See you next mission. Dang, man, that's still just oof. Dang, man. Ugh. Well. Then I guess I'm the only one that gets to say that we did it! My goodness, that's still just... That's still just kind of crazy. But then again, I guess I just have a different mindset and a different emphasis for races. Also because I use a much safer route now as compared to when I started like getting serious about actually trying to speedrun this game and cut the one and all of that. It was a much safer and you'd think slower route, but I just need to go back to 3 E-tanks. Give that a shot every once in a while. Ooh. Dang. Looked like there was at least one missile that didn't go where you intended to put it. Yeah, one obvious miss. All right. That is gonna wrap things up for me tonight. A brutal night of Super Metroid. And I just felt one of the wheels of my office chair pop out. I don't know which one it was, so I'm, like, kind of nervous about moving. Because there was one night, I'll tell you this, there was one night when a wheel popped out that was on the left side, and I didn't know that it was out, and I leaned over to grab something off of the floor next to me on my left-hand side, and I felt myself starting to go, and I couldn't stop myself in time. I ended up fucking landing on my shoulder in the back of my head. Ended up stuck there for like 20 seconds. Just had to boot the chair away from me instead of trying to pick myself up. Okay, it's that one. Still, like, under the leg? I keep muting myself because I was trying to put the wheel back into my office chair. Kept messing with my volume, too. Anyways. Big thank you to Ponk for hanging out earlier tonight. Stardew Valley. It's still a lot of fun. We're gonna keep playing it forever. Maybe not forever, but we're gonna keep playing it. And then if and when we ever decide to call it, I will once again have him send me the save file. Is that thunder I'm hearing through my headphones? Oh, you better believe it. Oh boy. What direction is that storm moving in? Oh good, it's coming right for us. I love it when it starts as a line that might actually bypass us, and then nope, right before it hits us, it all turns from a straight line that'll be done relatively quickly into a massive cloud. It's gonna be raining all night. That's fine. Just hope it's not ridiculously loud thunder all night. And of course, another big thank you goes out to Insane Firebat and everybody else from the races here tonight. Shame that everyone died, but, you know. Oh, forgot to refill missiles after having to missile the first pink door. Okay. I see. And for everybody else, thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with even more race night nonsense. Thought I went in with 5 more missiles. Oh, yeah. That, It's, it's easier to do than people might think. Anyways, I'm out of here for the night. Thanks again for watching. Have a good night, and I will catch y'all later. See ya!